Hello, dear students. My name is Khmelnytskaya Olesya Mikhailовna. We talked about cognitions, and we stopped in this theme. We talked about Freud. It's a very important Austrian psychiater, and these people who talked about mind and this about our theme, because we talked about mind, soul, and another theme. And we stopped. We talked about it. It's very it's about our will stopped. It's very in our us. And next we talked about ego. It's a I or ego. It's a consists of sphere as a mediator between unconscious and external world. The principle of reality operate in the consequence of sphere. It's your life. And now, if you not normal situation and you don't nervous and another, you stay on ego. And last is the super ego of super I. It's very important. It's the attitude of society and culture. It's the moral censorship and conscience. It's the sphere when you talk your parents, or some people talk you need do it. Maybe you must stand up and take your place with very old people, or you need to talk to with some old elder people, very important. And another, it's a very really important our life. Next, we talked about Freud's superego. It performs representative functions. The instrument of representative is I. It's immediately between the outside world and it. I seeks to make it accessible, the word of to bring the word in accordance with the desire of it. As internal word is understood as culture with just consist of norms and regulation that contract the desires of it. To illustrate the relationship between I and it, Freud offers his image of reader and horses. I is reader, driving the horses it. In normal situation, I, ego, rules of it, transform the will of it into its own action. Next people who we talked about it, it's Carl Gustav Jung. Jung is the people who processed Freud's company, but he talked about another situation, because according to Jung, the unconscious exist in personal and collective form. The personal unconscious is the psychological of a person exist throughout all field, and then forgotten, represent, or suppressed This is a person's personal baggage that is formed in the course of his life. The collective unconscious has transformational nature. It has never been the subject of consistent reaction or feelings. The collective uncognition itself in the form of stable mythological motive, plots, and images that do not depend on historical era or cultural tradition and appear everywhere in the same way. The structure of the collective is given by archetypes. Archetypes are universal structure of the human's find. Their understanding is possible by analogy with the priori forms of Kant. The word archetypes come from Greek arche, given to, and types, image. Their literal sense of the term archetypes is the original primordial image. Next, we talked about archetypes underline culture symbols, define the concept of the myths and beliefs. Heroes of the myths are fairy tales according to Jung, personifies the physics context, and in a visible form convey deep programs according to which both and individual person and humanities as whole exist. It's which the help of their concept of archetypes that Jung subtracts the idea of mental unity of making. Next, we talked about soul. Soul is the Greek word. We talked according to religion and some philosophical teaching and substance and immediately empty, which the divine nature and essence of man is experienced his personality, which given rise to and determines his life. The ability of sensation, thinking, cognitions, feeling, and will usually oppose their body. Thank you very much for your attention, and we talked about next, our theme, next lecture. Thank you very much and goodbye.